Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Lewis Speaks 2024. And, this is for my ladies. I just want to put a disclaimer before I say these things. Right now, I'm going to have a very difficult conversation with y'all. I know that what I'm about to say might be misconstrued as oppressive or upsetting, but I'm a firm believer in having difficult conversations with the people that you love, and I love my women. But I gotta be honest, a lot of y'all have difficulties taking direction from men. Let me just say that. A lot of y'all have difficulty taking direction from men. A lot of y'all have difficulty following healthy male leadership. Oftentimes, healthy male leadership is misconstrued as patriarchy and this need to dominate and control. And it's not that. I've realized that with some of my female clients, there's oftentimes this oppositional behavior, this pushback. And I have to ask myself and step away, what is happening? What is this dynamic? And I realize that a lot of it is transference. A lot of it has to do with the men in their lives and how they were raised. Um, and quite frankly, it's just unfortunate. It's unfortunate that men these days can offer guidance. They can offer leadership without it being misconstrued and taken to be something negative, taken to be something oppressive. And I get it. There have been men in the past who have abused their authority. They have abused it. They have used it to try to control, to try to manipulate, to try to hurt. But I realize that that's not all men. There are men out here who want to give that support, that leadership, but many women struggle with taking that. And this is what I'm saying. Women have got to realize that there are some men out there who want to provide support, who want to provide guidance and leadership, but oftentimes our hands are tied because of this rebellious spirit, this oppositional spirit, this need to always buck up against authority or anything that represents authority. Anything that represents authority in this day and age gets challenged, gets just abused. And this is why a lot of men don't want to step up in leadership positions. This is why a lot of men don't even want to be bothered because they're tired of the undue challenging and the undue pushback. They're tired of having to fight a system that is already, especially if you are a black man, we're already having to contend with a system that is already at our throats. And then we have to come home and deal with the women who are at our throats, who don't trust our leadership, who question and doubt us. It's too much. It makes men say, you know something? I throw my hands up. You're not going to listen anyway. You're going to do what you want to do. So you know something? My presence here is futile. My existence here in this relationship sometimes, it feels like it's for nothing. If you're not going to trust and defer to my expertise, well then, what do we have? And so a lot of men are just feeling very, very impotent and ineffective. And so they want to go to spaces where they feel as though their voice is being heard. They want to go to spaces where they feel as though they are valued. If you're going to devalue what I'm saying and not going to listen and just do your own thing, okay, that's fine. So then be with yourself. Go to spaces where you feel there's some trust because it's obvious you don't trust me. And that's how I feel. I feel like within spaces that I occupy that are female dominated or predominantly female, there's this mistrust. There's this undue pushback. There's this challenging behavior. And I get it. It's that fear of being controlled by a man, of being abused. But once again, not every man wants to control or abuse you. There are some wounded men who do that. And I can understand why your guards are up. Like I said, I can understand it. But also it's about you recognizing that not all men are like that. Not all men want to use their authority to control. They want to be a leader. They want someone who's going to support their mission and their thinking, going to support the collective, who's going to trust them. But there's a lack of trust. There's that lack of trust in male leadership. And this is why a lot of leaders have just shirked their responsibilities. They just said, I'm not going to do this no more. Because I got to fight oppression out there. Then I got to come home and fight this internal oppression within my home. Oh, please. To hell with it. So they go towards, and this is why you see a lot of men who are dating women who are low vibrational. The low vibrational, because that low vibrational woman makes him feel like a man. Not only makes him feel like a man, because he already knows he's a man. You can't rely on somebody to make you feel that way. But that low vibrational woman cooperates with him. That low vibrational woman values what he has to say, or at least makes him think that she values what he has to say. So they're like, okay, I can work with this. But a lot of the women nowadays, and I know that this is difficult to hear. I know I'm going to get so many comments in terms of, if I had a proper leader, if I had a man of God, then of course I could follow his leadership. I get it. And that's a very valid point. I'm not negating that. What I am saying is this. If you have a man of God who's trying to lead you in the direction of your higher self, work with that man. If he's trying to lead you towards heaven's door, work with that man. Don't keep on trying to challenge and, berate and belittle and be oppositional towards his thinking, because quite frankly, that's just another war to fight. A man don't want to come home to yet another battle. He don't want to do it. So if you are going to be yet another battle that he has to fight when he gets home, guess what? He's going to bow out. He's going to bow out and say, that's it. He taps out. So once again, I hope this lands safely in your hearts. I'm going to keep this brief. Y'all got to stop doing that. Stop always challenging a man's authority constantly. Definitely observe, pay attention to who he serves and who he puts his trust in and his faith in, and then move accordingly. But don't be so quick to dismiss the leadership of a man because you think it looks like patriarchy. Because a lot of times, that may be the surface answer, the easy answer, the default answer. But the reality is, you got some work that you need to do within yourself also. You might have trust issues, you might have abandonment issues. There's a lot of wounding that's interfering with your ability to connect with male leadership. Healthy. That's the operative word. Healthy male leadership. So once again, thank y'all for listening. Peace.